So basically, I'm getting ready to do a really huge day of prepping. And the intention is so that I don't have to do all of dinner every night. Basically, the main dishes are prepped. They either are listed as a need to make, which means that they're going to have to be baked, or things are going to have to be added to them. Like if I do a turkey kielbasa bake, usually I won't prep the rice and the cheese and all that beforehand and mix it with the turkey and then just freeze it. To save freezer space, I just keep the turkey in the freezer. It will have to be defrosted the night before. And then the day of, I will have to make the rice bake, mix it with the turkey kielbasa, and then bake it. So those are a need to bake, need to make. Usually on my list it says NM. And then the other ones are going to say RTC. They're ready to cook, which means I've put them together. They're already in a bag or a bowl or a pan. They can either be defrosted or frozen based off of the actual instructions. And then the time that we're ready to eat them, we're just gonna literally put them directly into the oven or the crock pot or whatever it is we're using, grill, whatever it is. And then we add side dishes. But they're ready to go. All the vegetables, everything's already with them, and they just need to be cooked. So it's RTC, ready to cook, or NM, need to make. That's my two categories. So for instance, right now, this is my list. You can see all the NMs, RTCs. These are the meals that I intend to make for sure today, hopefully. And then all the sides that we'll most likely do with them. Sides are obviously interchangeable because they're not already mixed in with the main dish item. Any of these need to makes. These, I already have the meats and stuff in the freezer ready to go. I've already pre-portioned them out. And so these are just going to go in any spot in my menu schedule where basically all I need to do is pull these out and cook up those meats and add those sides. All these RTCs are what we're actually putting together today. So these are the things that will be bagged and put together. And then I always end up making more than is on the list, but that's my, for sure, I need to make stuff. So basically, my kitchen is filled at this point. These are going to be my grab and goes. These are going to be easy add-ins. So there's like enchilada sauces, cream of soups, different vegetables, marinades, broths, depending on what recipe I'm making. And there's all my ready to go pans. Then here is a bunch of my meats. And then over here is more. So this is going to be eggs, potatoes, tortillas, some pastas. I don't usually make these rices, but I just want to make sure that I have them to go with whatever there is. There's more meats here, more meat, more meat. I've got pans starting because I'm getting ready to put turkey and chorizo in a pan and cook them up. You'll notice these both say reduced sale. It's one of the ways I save money. I hit up the sales and I throw it in the freezer as soon as I get home, and then I pull it all out and do these big prep days when I have a second. So meats are on. This is just my base. As soon as these are browned up, I will move on to getting some chicken pre-cooked and ready to go so that the chicken can be shredded for enchiladas and whatnot. So this is what's going on right now. Now for this turkey, this was just randomly in there. I didn't actually have an item set aside for a meal, but I'm just going to throw some stuff together. I'll probably add some garlic, and I'll just end up making like a green bean and rice turkey bake that'll go in the freezer. Something that's simple that everybody will eat, that's quick and doesn't require a lot of extras. I'll probably throw some onion in there. If you don't have fresh onion, minced onion works too. You just kind of doctor it up how you feel. This is a really simple one because any of these ground beef, ground turkey, ground chicken, you can do a poundage of it and then literally make a meal pretty simply with the ground beef or the ground meat. And then you just add a little bit of seasonings. I usually do like French style green beans, rice, a little bit of maybe some gravy mix, like powdered gravy mix mixed in with my cream of soup, and I mix it all together. Possibly add a little bit of cheese or wait and put the cheese in once it's ready. Easy peasy. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. Okay, these are almost done. They've got about another minute left on them. And I'm gonna put them off to the side, drain them, clean out the pots, and keep going. These are gonna be used for the chorizo is actually gonna be breakfast burritos for my husband. He's the only one who eats the chorizo. I personally cannot anymore because I have a thing called a gallbladder that was taken away. But he loves it. I do too. I'm a little bit jealous, but I will make him breakfast burritos. And then, like I said, this will be a quick dinner I'll make out of this. But I will let them both cool and drain, and then I'll make those later. And I'll move on to the next meat, which should be, I think I'm going to do a stock pot of chicken to get it ready for enchiladas.